What's up, fam? It's Tanya. I'm talking with Tanya J LLC. You guys know we do life, we do leadership, we do it unapologetically on purpose. That means every day. We are trying to help you to figure out how to fit the puzzle piece of life together so you do life right and you do it well. So I told y'all this mud is like, this week is just, whew, I got it so much and I'm trying to put it out here delicately because it's heavy, y'all. It's heavy. It's heavy in my spirit. It's heavy in my spirit, okay? And so I told y'all, we talking about you what you can't do, what you can't afford to do. Let me say that. Is sit in your stuff. Sit in your stuff. You can't afford it. You can't. You carrying stuff. You holding stuff. You letting stuff back up in you. Why? So I want to tell you guys some stuff. First of all, I'm probably older than what you think. That's number one. And a good probably, let's see, Lord Jesus, 16, maybe even 17, 18 years ago, I started a nonprofit called the 20s AD. The 20s AD, Arriving at Destiny. Well, the 20s stand for two things. One, it was geared towards individuals 20 to 29. And then it was just geared for the fact that in your 20s, you go through so many life stages, phases, and stuff. Like, it's so much that happens in your 20s. Like, you done graduated from high school. Now you either going to college, you got to go get a job, you in apprentice school, you in the military, but you still, you just scratching the surface to who you are, let alone figuring out life, right? And so after that happens, whether you be in the military for a while and you get out after you do your first term, or you go through apprentice school, or tech school, or college, you graduate. And so now you got to do this thing called a real job, real bills, real responsibilities. And you like, wait, what? And then, and also during that time, the next part, you could maybe get married. You could maybe have a kid, and then it blossoms into kids. And literally, before you know it, you ain't a kid no more. And you have not figured this thing out, how to do life and how to do life right and well, how to do life unapologetically on purpose, how to do leadership unapologetically on purpose, how to figure out how to fit the puzzle pieces of life together. It's just doing you. And sometimes in between that time, there's this thing called a gifting. There's this thing called a calling. There's this thing called a purpose. And you might have been wanting to figure it out, but sometimes you may not have been given the opportunity. Sometimes you would have been told to just go sit down and serve and usher and be a greeter and go sing in a choir. And that's fine. I have no problem with that. Baby, I'm a servant. Serving leadership to the day I die. Okay? So no. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, train up a child in the way that they should go, so when they were older, they don't depart. Understand, before there was a King David, there was a son called David. There was a little shepherd boy called David. There was a giant slayer called David. And so in the middle of, before he became king, he had some life lessons. He had some mentorship. He had some help along the way. You know, before Elisha became the prophet Elisha, before the prophet became Elisha, he had Elijah pour into him. He had Elijah teaching him and showing him. And so I'm saying, like, tell you, what are you saying? What are you, like, how are you? Because in these 20s, a lot of times that's where that gifting comes out. That's where that calling comes out. That's where that purpose comes out. And so many, oftentimes, I'm going to say it because I'm a PK. the church fails the young adult. I'm probably gonna get in trouble, but the church fails the young adult. They don't help to mentor the call. They don't help to train them in their gifting. They don't help to coach them in their assignment. And so that was how I had started the 20s AD, because my heart was heavy. It was grieved for the young adult, because not everybody will be able to fight to still pursue their purpose. Not everybody will be able to stand tall and go after their passion. Not everybody will be able to have the heart to say, this is the vision that's for my life and I won't let it go until it bless me. Not everybody will have the mind to say, God said so, and this is my destiny. And so my heart has always and still is young adult, because I still see it today. I saw it this weekend. I see it all the time. So if you ever wondered how I got started, if you ever wondered why I'm so big on purpose, passion, vision, and destiny, if you ever wondered how I even came up with figuring out how to fit the puzzle pieces of life together, if you ever was curious to know why I was like, you got to do life and leadership unapologetically on purpose, it's because I see you, I hear you, and I feel you, and I want to do my part, my assignment, my responsibility in whatever way I can to help you to not sit on your stuff. See, I brought that for a second. Not sit on your stuff, not sit in your stuff, and not sit with your stuff. I want to make sure that I'm doing my thing that I'm called to do. My yoke that's upon me. My grieve thing. Because I don't want you to sit in your stuff. I don't want to see you just laying up in your stuff. And I don't want to have to see you filled with stuff. I want to see you doing life and leadership unapologetically on purpose. I want to see you figuring out how to fit the puzzle pieces of life together. I don't want you to not know what to do with your stuff. I hope I've been able to help, and I hope I continue to be able to help, because I see you and your stuff. Peace, y'all.